Hey guys, it's Tracy. Welcome back to my channel. So, another chatty video today. Apparently I'm on a roll with that lately. So grab some hot cocoa, grab some coffee, tea, orange juice, whatever it takes. We're going to be here for a couple minutes, but let's go ahead and jump right in. So in the last video, I mentioned to you, I did a comparison between last year's academic and this year's. So we're going to move that again. And I am absolutely enamored with the new academic. I always loved the old one, but there are many things that are improved in this one that I like even better. I will link down below my comparison between this one and last year's. So you might notice I did make those colored boxes I told you about. So I went ahead and put them in here. These are from my bouquet collection. And in my daily duo, I have done the seasonal collection. I absolutely love how these look, guys. Look how fun. Now, this doesn't have the boxes in the front like, the life planners do, where you get the 6 or 12 boxes depending on the situation. But I still will be able to fit 6 here and 6 here. I'm covering the calendars, but I'm not using them, so that's not a big concern for me. But I love how these are turning out. So that is a sneak peek. I am probably going to be giving those out as freebies to anyone who orders Erin Condren like monthly kits, or like the dashboards or whatever. So anything that is ordered that is actually Erin Condren, you guys will get those. And for the month of August, once the launch happens, you will get the 2, and then this one comes on the latest release. So you will get those. Now, there is your heritage and awareness observances. That's fine. I took out the class schedule because I have no need of it. This is July. Now, interesting thing about this planner, it is 13 months. So I did not need July in its entirety. I was planning on starting in this in August, and that's what I am still going to do. So I did put my bouquet cover here. I did do the calendar so I can see what I did for that month. And I did kind of play around with the dashboard just to see and kind of get a feel for it, which was not a bad idea. So it's minimal information, but it's really good. After that, I took out the weeks that were in between since I'm not using those weeks. And I used my little tape runner to tape this page to the last week with the notes page. So that's all I'm going to have in here for July. August, there's my cover for August. And there's my monthly. I will have sticky notes in here similar to how I do with my bills and my catch-all. So that's nice. This is the August bouquet collection, which I think looks absolutely beautiful in here. I love it. So yeah, that's that. And then here is the clean dashboard. So this is how it's going to look sort of pre-planning. I love this. And since this is not necessarily assignments for me, I just, this is a deadline tracker. So I covered that up just to have the decoration. I'm not going to white out any of those. I'm just going to utilize them the way they are, similar to how I experimented with in July. So you will see it the same way. Now, that being said, I still have to fill this out, but I like the way it looks. I've also set up the first week in here. So this is this week. We are on the 6th. This is really nice. I used a couple of my daily duo boxes to get a feel for how I need to do things, because sometimes when I'm working on things, it takes a few days. So I like that idea. I put the double box down here with this week with some things. Side note, I am going to be discussing my computer here in just a moment. So stick around for that because there's important information that is regarding the shop. I also have more orders I need to, log in, and I need to get those finished. So we'll get back to that in a moment. But you can see this is what it looks like empty. This is almost identical, except you're not having that like space up at the top. You don't have like the tracker and whatever, but this is very reminiscent of the plum paper vertical priorities, which you guys know I love. I absolutely love this even better. So, because I decorated up at the top, it was fine. Sometimes I use the tracker, sometimes I didn't. This is perfect because it gives me all the space I need. My designing, printing, cutting, and then working on order information will be in here. And this is more than enough room. I could still stick a few decorative boxes in or a few pieces of deco, but I have this week's goals and things I need to work on. And then I can also write down things I need to work on for next week. So now, before we go any further, I do want to discuss with you about the computer. So I am going to be closing the shop this week. My computer is giving me a difficult time. Saturday, all of a sudden, like I was working on it in the morning, and then when I came home later, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't connect to my printer to print. I couldn't open the Silhouette software. It would like freeze up the computer. This is a brand new computer, guys. I got it in March, so I have no idea what's going on because it's worked with all of this stuff previously. I spent hours on the phone with Best Buy. They were able to get the program to open again, and they were able to get me linked back through Wi-Fi to the printer because it's a Wi-Fi printer. Lord forbid you have a printer that actually plugs into the computer anymore. But it's all running, but it's running extremely slow. Normally printing up like 20 pages, going from different screens to print up the different, pages for my cutter would maybe take me 10 minutes, switching screens and then printing out and whatever. It took me an hour to print out some of the stuff that I had going on, and it should never have taken me that long. So everything's running super slow. I can only open like one file in Silhouette at a time, which is ridiculous. I used to be able to open 6 pages and then print or cut consecutively from those tabs. And if you have Silhouette, you know what I mean. But basically, it's like a computer screen where you have your tabs at the top, and I could switch from each one, whether I was printing it off or cutting it or whatever. And now all of a sudden, it won't let me do that. So I don't know if I'm gonna have to take my computer in for service. I don't know if Silhouette can help me. I have sent an email to them. So I'm trying to get the problem rectified because I wanna stay on target for keeping my releases on the 15th. Now, I have all of October designed, and I have it all printed, but I haven't been able to get it cut. So I'm hoping because I have like 5 orders open right now, between those and that, I'm hoping I can get it all done before the 15th. So I will be closing my shop because right now I can't take any more orders. I need to make sure that I can get what I have done and get the release finish. And I'm gonna have to see if that computer needs to go in. If Silhouette can't help me with this, then I may have to actually take the computer and printer in. We have a local place by us not far that does computer repair, so it might have to go there. I have no idea what's happening because literally 1 minute it was working in the morning, and then later on in the evening it literally stopped working. So yeah, so I am having problems. Now, upcoming videos. You are going to be seeing, I think I have a Planner Kate anniversary haul coming because I did a couple extra kits for the Daily Duo because I don't have enough for every single week, and I probably won't until next year. So at least it'll give me enough between my older kits that I had from last year and then I think it was like 7 or 8 new ones I got. That will give me enough to help me fill in places where I'm not using my own stickers. I do have another video coming up. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, I will also be doing a plan with me using this August bouquet in my Daily Duo. So if you missed it, yesterday I did a comparison of the academic planners. I will try to leave that link down below. And we will move forward from there. So if you guys have any thoughts or if you've tried the new academic, let me know. I'd be curious to see what you thought of it. I will also link down below to the Erin Condren website so you can see these for yourself. I will link down below to my Etsy shop, although like I said, be warned, it will probably be on vacation. And I will also link down below to my Facebook group because I will keep everybody posted there as to what's going on in the shop and everything, moving forward. So, and again, sneak peeks, guys. And oh yeah, I had a flash sale over the weekend too. That was another fun part. So I thank you guys so much for ordering during the flash sale. But of course, Saturday morning, I put the flash sale in effect and my computer decided to crash Saturday night. So I am still working on those 5 orders, but thank you so much for ordering, guys. I will be having more flash sales and they will only be announced in the Facebook group. So definitely make sure you join up there. If you have any other questions or comments, leave them down below and I will see you guys all in the next video. Take care. Bye.